Welcome back to Adobe live from Paris this time. And this is a very special live stream we're doing, Adobe Live, dedicated to the Hidden Treasures 2018. And our next guest here is Philip Trautmann. Hello, Philip, how are you?
Hello, everyone. Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
Yeah, you feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but I'm feeling good. Yeah.
It's a little bit late.
Yeah,
This is
late, but I'm
the night shift.
Yet.
The night shift on Adobe Live.
Okay.
This is something, this is something that we used to do.
Okay.
We used to stream here from Paris from like 4 p.m. to midnight.
All
right. And I always did the night shift from
Okay.
10 to midnight. So I'm super glad to be back on the night shift. And we're gonna rock this Hidden Treasures 2018 project that we have going. Remember, the link to the project is adobehidden-treasures.com. There you will find all of the information of these hidden fonts, these hidden typographies that we've uncovered at the Bauhaus in Dessau. So we will be talking about a lot about this project. We will be doing a chat, a win to chat, a chat to win in about 30 minutes. So if you already know what that is, stay tuned. If you don't, well, be surprised at exactly 30 minutes. And then in about 90 minutes, in an hour and a half, because we're spending 2 hours with Philip now, we're going to be reviewing some of the submissions that have been submitted for our contest. Remember, the contest guidelines are on behance.net/live. There is actually a little tab that says contest. So make sure to check it out and participate in that contest. By the way, we also have the contest going on a broader scale, not only here on Adobe Live. So there's actually 2 chances to win. Because we're going to be, we're going to have somebody win today, like in the next 2 hours. There's a series of, posters and things like that to win. And if you don't win today, well, you can always submit your submission to the official Adobe Hidden Treasures contest. All right? So, Philip.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about you. I'm going to turn on the chat here. Oh, here we go. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hey. Chat and win hype. Yes, Voodoo Val, hello. Wow, no way. Yeah, Tim, hey, this is for you.
Yeah, okay.
No, because I have the night shift shirt on. Yeah, so.
Nice. So, yeah.
Yeah, so hey, everybody in the chat, welcome back.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, my name is Philip Trautmann, and I'm from Germany, and I'm currently studying media design in Düsseldorf.
All right.
Yeah, but I've been into type design and UX design like for the last 5 years.
Okay.
And so this is basically what I'm doing next to the university. I'm also leading a font foundry.
Okay.
Where we sell fonts, yeah. And
so why don't you show us a little bit of that on the web so that people can actually see what it is you're talking about.
Yeah. So the foundry is called Typedesigner Fonts. Just type in that here. Oh, we don't have internet connection.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Nice.
No problem. No problem. I'll
just
just log you in. Can we just get off his screen for a second, please?
Nice.
Yeah. Let me just go in here and type in my password, if that works. Let's see. Do it again. Just a generic. Okay. Come on. We can do it. God, this is the joys of live streaming. What is that?
Internet.
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 Okay.
That's good.
All right.
Nice.
Let's see if that
Thank
works. And
Internet via USB. Nice. Doesn't work.
come on. Here we go. All right, something's happening. It recognized it.
Nice.
And please.
All right, so here we go again.
The internet is yours.
Yeah. So
You're just my type.
Yeah, that's
Love it.
that's a great. Yeah, so that are all the fonts we are offering on our website. So I'm not doing this alone. I have two other type designers who are joining this venture, and I can show you some of mine. Cookies and Milk, for example, is one of my fonts, so it's more handwritten styled.
Okay.
And also Sequel is more like a bold headline font, which was my first font actually. And yeah, so this is what I've been doing for the last 2 years next to university. And we're also, because someone just asked about this, about my sticker on here.
Oh.
Yeah. We're also doing a new application. We also created a new application, which is live since today.
Oh,
And
today.
it's
So
also
big news.
Yeah, big news. And it's also interesting for you UX designers because it gives you a collection of, let me just show you, oh, there it was. It gives you a collection of icons which are free for commercial use. And it lets you drag the icons into...
Free for commercial use?
Free for commercial use,
Okay,
yeah.
because usually people say free for non-commercial use. But
Oh, no.
Okay,
No.
all right.
No,
So
they're
basically
free for
they're
commercial
free.
use. Yeah, right. Yeah, basically they're free, yeah. And yeah, we've got about 7,000 icons for you, and the software is free. So you can check this out at fontpeak.com, because that's our... oh, I typed it wrong, of course. That's our main platform where we will be creating tools for designers for Mac and Windows. And yeah, this is where you can get FontPeak. You can just download it now.
All right.
And yeah.
Will you be using those?
I will be using
in
those,
the project we're going to be working on? Oh,
right.
Awesome. Okay.
Because it's perfect if you are in XD and you want to design a quick prototype where you don't have much time or something like that. You can just drag and drop these icons from this set and yeah.
Awesome.
Build a prototype. Yeah.
All right. So fonts, icons,
Yeah, right.
and then UX UI design.
Yeah.
Okay, so how you said like 5 years ago you decided that you were going to go into that line of work? Is this like a passion, or what is it that suddenly drove you to say I'm going to be a UX designer?
So it started with graphic design, obviously, because I always loved it to create shapes in Illustrator and illustrating all of this. And so someday I tried to just redesign an application, which I thought wasn't that well designed. And this was long ago, and yeah, it made a lot of fun.
Yes.
And so yeah, I just got into that.
And the story goes on. The company contacted him and bought his idea and remade the application, right?
No, not yet, no. I didn't do that much with UI and UX design after that because I got into type design, which then had all of my focus. And yeah, I created typefaces. I've sold them to my clients, and now I'm like expanding this field with icons, and I also want to create a font manager someday, which then will be called FontPeak, as you can see right
So that's an interesting point right there. You said, oh, I created a font and sold it to my clients.
Yeah.
All right. That's, like, there's so many people out there who think, oh, but fonts are free, like.
Yeah, that's true.
But how long does it take you to make a font?
A couple of months, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's a short amount of time.
Yeah, that's a short amount. Yeah. So there are different types of projects where you are where you have to do like more work with those headline fonts, for example. There are more like shapes and stuff to create. Where you have with the handwritten fonts, you don't have that much amount of work to do. But it's still not a lot because you are designing each letter uniquely, and yeah.
Okay, so you already showed 2 websites where people can find you. I hope somebody in the chat, some of the mods, is putting in the links. Yeah, is there somewhere where you have a portfolio or something, or is this how we find you?
On Behance.
On Behance?
Yeah,
okay.
on Behance, yeah.
And for those of you, Tima, hey, what was I doing at the Yo-Yo? Well, you know, the Yo-Yo is actually a really cool place. If you're in Paris, make sure to go check it out. It's right under the Palais de Tokyo. And it's full of graffiti, and it looks like the inside of a metro station, and it's got a theater. It's actually really crazy. And the reason I was there is because we had a very great and exclusive event for 150 lucky guests here in Paris to come and join us and learn about the future of design. You know, Scott Belsky was here, and Tirsa was here. Tirsa is an incredible lettering artist. You can go check him out. Tirsa. No, I had this confusion in my mind because Tirsa is Verlan for satire. Did you know that? You did? Oh, okay. Well, Frank knew that. All right, very good. So it was an incredible event. Scott Belsky, one of the co-founders of Behance, was there. He was talking about what he's now vice president of the Creative Cloud portion of Adobe, and he's also in charge of all the forward-looking, the vision of what Adobe Creative Cloud will be in the future. And it was super interesting to learn about all these new technologies we're also working on, like for example AR technologies that are combined with Photoshop and Dimension and all of these things that are coming to Adobe Creative Cloud. And one thing that I found fascinating is that AR, augmented reality, is I think it's going to have far more success than VR. You know, because if you have this thing on your head like all the time, you know, that's VR. You know, and if you have it too long, you get sick. But augmented reality is actually something that designers, creative people have a lot of opportunities to work with. And he also talked about ethical design, the responsibility that we as designers have to be ethical about our work. And one interesting fact that he almost said that it's almost like, you know, the doctors have the Hippocrates, they swear on Hippocrates and say, you know, like, even if I make money, I'm not going to let people die, you know, like, or like be sick for a long time. My job is to cure them. Well, the same thing actually applies to designers and creative people. We have a great responsibility to make good in this world and a great opportunity to do so. So that was what happened at Yo-Yo earlier today. I hope that yeah, that's right. That Tirsa is the one that did the Childish Gambinos. Childish Gambinos. He did a lot of things for Childish Gambino, actually. Yeah. Very good. Yep, great powers, great responsibility, and that actually applies to all humans. Yes, Konstantinos, I agree. Well, but before we fall into like philosophical discourses here, it applies to all human beings. But we as graphic designers, something changed recently, and suddenly graphic design and the creative worker actually has a much more leverage on society and companies and in all parts of the ecosystem. And that changed, and this is why we have so much more that we can do now, which we couldn't do 10 or 15 years ago. All right, and coming back to you, we're of course going to be, this is your Behance. Okay, yeah. Is there something that you want to highlight there?
I just could show you my Da Font redesign, which was one of my most successful redesigned UI UX designs, where you know the website Da Font, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right. And I thought of a way to make it more like a one-pager, where you could like use it like an app, filter through your fonts, add it to folders, which then somehow sync to your PC and some more of this, because all of my fonts are on Da Font 2. So I'm also offering free fonts which are free for personal use, and this is why I wanted to create a different environment for these typefaces.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I did all of that in XD. Yeah.
is that like, do you like publish your prototype in, oh, this is an XD, no.
No, this is
a recording.
This is, yeah, in XD, and then I've recorded it in XD, and then I dragged it into Premiere, and then I, put in another recording on top of that.
The whole shebang.
Yeah, somehow I just mixed that up, and yeah. So.
Very cool.
And this is somehow a little bit similar to what we will be doing today.
Yes.
So
yes, tell us a little bit about what you have planned for the next 3 days, for the next 6 hours that we're going to be together.
Okay, yeah. For that time, I want to create a live prototype for an application which deals with typography, and that you can, basically it's an iPad application, and it connects to your PC or your Mac, and it will show you all of your fonts which you have installed on your PC or Mac on the iPad, like on a second display. And then you will be able to browse through them, and you will also be able to filter them so that you only can see scripted fonts or sans serif and something like that. And you will also be able, because the iPad is connected to your computer via an application or something like that, you will also be able to apply these fonts directly into Illustrator or InDesign when you have a text field opened, and then you have the iPad next to you, and you just click on that font, and it will be applied to the
selection.
the program.
The program.
The program itself.
Okay.
Yeah, so it will be like a tool for you to pick fonts, basically. And I've created some wireframes, if I can show them.
Yes. Oh, let me grab the GoPro here. Let's see how that works out. All right.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yes, we can see now. Okay,
nice.
so I'm going to try to avoid the lights. Or let's.
This way around, yeah.
Okay.
So this will be the main screen. Yeah, and it shows you a grid of all of your fonts. This will be the grid. And also a filter bar where you can search for your fonts. You can also filter for different styles, or you can change the width or the weight of the selection you want to have. And you can also type in your own text, which then will be displayed to all of your fonts, which I think is also very useful. And also you will be able to see here with that logo which program this will be applied to.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And we will be using some of the Bauhaus fonts?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Yes, of course.
Because another feature is, and the second main page is a detail page. Sorry, I'm just, which will give you more information about the font you're clicking on, and also gives you the opportunity to play with it a little bit. So you get a paragraph of the font, like to see how it looks in a little bit smaller text. And you can also change the spacing or the line height. And you will also be able to scroll through all of the font's characters and to type in your own text again. So it's basically just a playground for the one font you have picked, which you searched or filtered from your collection. And this will be, of course, one of the Bauhaus fonts. I want to start with
awesome.
Josh.
Well, I don't know what this app is. No, I guess this is just, did you draw these on the iPad?
Yeah, with Adobe Photoshop Sketch.
Oh, with Adobe Photoshop Sketch,
Yeah.
with the Apple Pencil?
Yeah, right.
All right, okay, cool. So basically, these are just images. So this device is an iPad,
Yeah.
and Philip used the Apple Pencil just to sketch on the iPad.
Yeah, right.
And the cool thing about that workflow is that because they're already images, you can get them straight in your applications on the desktop. So let's move back to. Do you have any other sketches that you wanted to show?
No, that's.
I like me holding the camera and nothing. Okay, just tell me. Okay, I'm off the GoPro. Okay.
No, that's it for the
All right.
start.
Okay.
So yeah.
Everybody's excited for that app, and I think the great opportunity here, my friends, is to actually really like suck out his knowledge of fonts, because we're going to be learning a lot about fonts as well, I guess, while we're doing the app.
Okay.
Yes? So
And
post those questions. And Colby, you're asking if there is an app to do AR. Last week at the Worldwide Developers Conference, the Apple Worldwide Developer Conference, Adobe talked about a new product that we're working on, which is called Aero. And there's some pretty cool examples of augmented reality. So make sure to check that out. The future looks bright for design. That's what's written here. The future of design, and I add looks bright. I'm talking too much.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't go to a conference before I come here on Adobe Live.
Yeah, so I started by creating a new document and with the size of an iPad Pro 10.5 inch, because that's the one we'll be prototyping this on. And
see, basically this you can choose right away when you create the new document, right?
Yeah, right.
You just missed that little passage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. Okay. And yeah, I will be starting by renaming it to the main page.
Oh, and Neil just downloaded FontPick and used it on an infographic.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
No.
Awesome timing.
Nice. And how did you like it? Yeah. Yeah, we will be starting by adding a grid so that you can yeah, get a little bit of the best spacing around all the edges. And I will just put in 50 here. I don't need columns. And yeah. So I want to start, yeah, at the beginning I want to start with a header, with a filter bar, which is the sidebar. Yeah.
Which we saw. Wait.
Yeah, right.
Wait. Oh shit! I'm drawing on it. Can I?
Oh. It's no problem.
I just messed up his sketches.
Yeah.
Like my big fat fingers, like
But
just
I
erased everything he did.
No problem.
It is a problem. We can go back, right? Well, I hope so. Well, you remember what you drew.
Yeah, I have got
Okay.
it all in mind.
And we have evidence here on Adobe Live that he actually drew something.
So I'm picking a bluish, dark bluish color for the filter bar because the whole font color scheme will be blue colors.
Okay, why?
Yeah, because I think that's a color which hasn't been used too much for font and typography, and I also want to add typekit at a later point, and then I will be using the typekit colors.
Okay.
So I want a big contrast so that the user knows.
So they're like complementary?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
Almost.
But the good thing with blue is that it doesn't like bother you to look at it for a long time if it's a dark blue, and so. Okay. I've chosen.
I'm just asking because I'm sure that question will come up.
Yeah.
How do you get your color inspiration? Why did you choose blue? Now we know.
So I will be adding this color to my assets.
That's perfectly right. In 5 minutes, we have the chat and win. Sorry, time flies.
No problem. Yeah, I have to hurry a little bit.
Yeah, like, you know, most streamers come here on Adobe Live and say, oh, 6 hours, I have so much time.
Oh.
And then time suddenly flies away. Just like.
So at the next thing I will be creating is the grid of your fonts. And I think
so Konstantinos, just to be very clear, Adobe XD is for prototyping. It does not export a file that is an app or something like that. It's really just for prototyping, for customers or coworkers to test it out, to see how it works, to make on-the-fly changes. And basically what will then be created is a whole bunch of specs that will help a programmer to be far more efficient than until now, because there's all the pixel dimensions, there's the real colors, there's the fonts, there's all the information a programmer needs to actually make something out of it. You can always tell me you're wrong with this. That's not
no, you're right with this. Yeah. So I will just be deleting these two I've just created because I'm now using the repeat grid feature, which gives me the ability to just drag this line to create a grid of all of the fonts. Yeah, which is just a bit longer than this.
That's right, Voodoo Val. Don't forget to check out the challenge tab for more details and for the challenge. Okay, we're going to be reviewing the challenge in about 60 minutes from now. All right, and you can win. And if you don't win, no worries, because this challenge is very similar to the one that is actually posted on Adobe hiddentreasures.com, and basically you can just repurpose them there. Pretty cool. It's like hitting two birds with one stone. Is that the way you say it? Yeah? Okay. Ooh. So, Massimiliano, a submission for the daily challenge will be automatically uploaded for the Bauhaus challenge too? No. You're going to have to make that extra effort yourself. And you're gridding away.
Yeah, I'm gridding away a little bit.
So what is that little box you just put there?
It's just a help for me to get the same spacing on this side as I have, which I have on the other side. So this will go away just now. Yeah.
Tips and tricks.
Yeah.
From the pros. That's what Adobe Live is all about.
Same thing I will be doing here. So I will be adding a shadow to this.
Grids. Is this something that they teach you in Düsseldorf?
No, not actually
necessarily?
not. No.
No?
No, but yeah.
I always think of grids as something very, very German Swiss. Like control over the page.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it could be. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, it's just part of the DNA, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm Swiss, so
all right.
I'm a grid person too.
Okay.
Yeah. And my friends, I think it's time for the chat to win. All right, and the way it works, just chat away. Just burn up the chat with comments, with well, just tell us something, and somebody will be picked and will be winning. All right, that was a nice little intro. I love the little fireworks everywhere. All right, pew, pew, pew. All right, let's go. Let's chat. You have 1 minute to chat, right? Okay. And then one of our bots will pick a winner. All right, okay, that's good. Chatting away. Okay, this is, just nonsense? No, no nonsense. Actually, we have a filter that all nonsense actually gets removed from the chat. No, I'm just kidding. Like, I wish for no nonsense, but, if nonsense comes in, there's nothing I can do, really. All right, and the winner is Dexter Nadua. Dexter, congratulations. We will be in contact with you right now, and yeah. So congratulations, Dexter.
Yeah.
Awesome. So easy to win on Chat to Win. Okay, but now get to work because it's much less easier to win on the daily challenge. All right, so check out the daily challenge on behance.net/live. Coming back to you.
Yeah.
Lorem ipsum.
Lorem ipsum, right. The good old placeholder sentence. Yeah. So
Did you actually write that, or?
I just wrote that, yeah.
Okay, and you even remember the lore? How many words of lorem ipsum do you know?
Just the 3 of them.
Just the first 3? Okay.
Yeah.
And then you do copy, paste,
And
paste,
then I
paste,
do,
paste,
yeah,
paste, paste,
right.
paste. Okay.
There's a lorem ipsum generator on the web, but I was just too lazy to get onto that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, this will be our grid, and for our first icon, I'm going to pick a TV show reference from a TV show called Silicon Valley. I don't know if anyone knows that show, but it's like a big thing about the startup scene in the Silicon Valley.
It's a TV show for nerds.
Yeah. And basically I want to reference that with their logo, because I like that logo, and it's also in the Font Awesome set, so it's also included in our little app here. Oh, I've just did it wrong. So
Yeah, but you put it in a repeating grid,
Yeah.
so it actually did it
it
right.
was, but I'm still in the grid.
You're
That's
still
the
in
problem.
the grid.
All
Okay.
right, now I've got it. Yeah,
There we go.
there we go.
Oh, what was that called again?
So that's the head, the Pied Piper's head.
Oh yeah, the Pied Piper.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's just a placeholder for our app, because it's yeah. But the icon of the app would be here at this spot.
Also, there's different Pied Piper things there that you.
Yeah, they are the first version of the logo, and then that's changed.
Whoa, that is
White
that is
printing, but-
that is nerd level
Yeah,
boss.
It
you know,
is.
like-
Yeah, it is.
a Tyroler hat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
So basically, he doesn't only have like placeholder text, but also placeholder graphics.
Yeah. But I will change them to the fonts in just a second. But I'm just creating the
Yeah.
the boardwork.
And if some of you want to see some pictures from the yo-yo, all you have to do is go #FutureOfDesign, and there's some pictures of yours truly, Scott Belsky and Tirsa. All right.
Yeah. Just saw that I don't change that. Okay.
Pixel perfect.
Pixel perfect work. Yeah.
I studied at the Art Center College of Design, and they used to say, if it's not perfect, it's not worth showing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
SVG, that's a really cool format, scalable vector graphics. And like ages ago, I don't know, maybe it must have been 14, 15 years ago, I wrote a white paper for Adobe about SVG, scalable vector graphics, because at the time it was super important for Docomo in Japan for their phone platform. because they were using SVG a lot. And basically after that, SVG pretty much died out. Nobody was using SVG anymore because everybody was using, other picture image formats on the web, like, GIF or JPEG or whatnot. And SVG actually had resurfaced because of EPUB, of ebooks, because it was the only way to put actually some HTML describer of a vector graphic into an EPUB, which was really cool. And now SVG is a super portable format to actually bring vector graphics from one application to the other.
That's true. Yeah, it's.
You can even copy from Illustrator and paste into Adobe XD. It'll become SVG.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, with icons, SVG is the most used format. And again,
but it didn't used to be.
Yeah,
right. That's pretty recent, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's maybe 4 or 5 years. Yeah. Like I remember the first big companies to do it, were especially the logo, when it's super important that your logo remains crisp at any dimension, SVG is definitely the way.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's true. So what I'm doing now is I'm picking a second color, which will be the accent color, and it will be a light blue, which gives a good contrast. But I can also change this later if I'm adding this to my color assets, and then I can change
reuse it,
everything.
Like a global color.
Yeah, that's also nice.
So, do you listen to music when you work, or?
Yeah, all of the time.
All of the time?
Yeah. Do you want to know my music taste now?
No. We can talk about that on the third day.
Okay.
That's when things get personal.
Oh, okay.
That's when we really get to know Philip.
All right.
Yeah. On day 3.
Nice.
Day 1 is always a little bit edgy because it's the first time.
Yeah.
It's the first time Philip is here live.
First time live.
First time live.
Yeah. First time speaking English.
Yeah. In front of all of these people there.
Yeah.
There's a question from Benjamin. Hey Philip,
yeah.
What was the biggest challenge of yours in the last 5 years of design, besides doing a demo on Adobe Live?
That's bad because that's the biggest challenge.
It's the biggest challenge for the last 5 years?
Yeah, the biggest challenge actually was to create Icon Club, so the software which I'm using here. Because there were many steps to happen so that I can get to this point. I've started with creating an Illustrator plugin, which is also called FontPick, so that's where the name comes from. And it failed a little bit, so it didn't work out for me. So I will, restart this. But
yeah, failures are great opportunities.
Yeah. But
don't underestimate failures.
Yeah, but it was a difficult time by then, because I put a lot of work, a lot of also money into it, and it just
so it hurt.
Didn't work. Yeah, it hurt actually. Yeah, but that's how it goes with startups, and I've moved past that, and then I. Then I got the idea for Icon Club, which is released by today. And so that's how I mastered this challenge, I think.
Hey Denise, yes, you can submit more than one logo to the challenge. You can submit as many as you want. when you see me looking over there, that's because I have to check with my legal team there. You know, like the notary, the lawyer, they're all there. The hamburger icon.
Yeah.
Oh, but yours is not 3, it's like 4 bars.
Yeah, I'm using it for the align button.
Okay.
So this will be a feature where you can click on.
All right.
And it will, like with Typekit.
So it's not a hamburger menu.
No, it's not hamburger menu. No. It will give you the option to change between headline fonts or paragraph fonts. I think I will go with.
Marco Sad says, "Well, Philip, and you don't want to give me a shout out?"
Oh, yeah, he's the developer actually. I didn't
there you go.
didn't know he was watching
Marco.
this. Hi, Marco.
Yeah.
Thanks for everything. If it wouldn't be for you, I would be sitting here without having these awesome icons, which I now can customize even with by changing the border size. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
So Marco is the developer. You're the
Yeah.
designer.
I'm the designer. Yeah.
Okay. So that's how it works. There's always like a designer and a developer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very rare to find designer developers, right? Do you know many?
No.
Yeah, it's very hard.
It's very hard. Yeah.
Also because I don't think I tried many times to pick up like a programming language. Like I thought, oh, that wouldn't be cool if I could do that. So I start, and then,
Yeah, me too.
and then I get to the hello world phase, like, oh, wow, hello world. And then I give up.
Yeah.
And then I say, okay, I'm
true.
pretty better at design.
Yeah. So that's the same with me. So I was very lucky to find him. There should be like a platform for designers to meet up with programmers. But yeah, I found him.
So Alexandra Feist says, just download it and try it. I tried out Icon Club on a brochure and it's great. Can absolutely
Nice.
recommend it.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler Sachs says, UX UI till I die. Does that even rhyme? All right, so can you just remind us what these 4 icons now are?
Yeah. So the first one is so that you know that your computer is connected to the app.
Okay.
So this is basically just your computer, and when you click on that, you will actually get the possibility to change it to Typekit. So that you can log into Typekit, and then instead of all your fonts which you are seeing here, you will be seeing Typekit's font.
Oh, okay.
So this will be the option
Oh,
to change
right.
that.
I see.
Yeah, and this little check mark shows that the computer is connected to your iPad. And the search icon will give us a pop-up where we can search for a font. This icon will let us filter all the fonts by line fonts or paragraph fonts.
Okay.
And this will lets you filter all the fonts by the style.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And Mel, your husband is your developer. Good for you.
Yeah.
I always try to avoid working with family, but if it works, I guess it works great.
Nice.
Have you ever worked for family?
No.
Yeah.
No.
It can be a disaster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can imagine.
So are you just like freewheeling now, or did you have all of these? We had some sketches before, but like, are you now like already thinking ahead of yourself, or like, are you designing?
Yeah, I'm designing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just not recreating something you thought about before, or like how does that work in your head?
No, I'm like doing a mix between those things because I've prepared a very small version before to look where the best, to decide which are the best sizes to choose from. But I'm also like creating right now with the icons and yeah.
Awesome.
So. Yeah.
That's right, Voodoo Val. We have one more challenge deadline today. So check out the challenge tab on behance.net/live. It's down below on the right. Yes. I always have to do this because left is where you can make the letter L. Did you know that? Yeah, Frank just said, I know that the left hand is where the right thumb is. It depends on how you look at it. Well, my friends, this is the night shift indeed. Here, the night shift. Because we're live from Paris, and in Paris right now it is 10 to 10. Oh, Andrea, you do the same. Yeah, right? It's so easy. Left, and whatever is not left is right. You know? Yeah. I had to invent myself. I probably didn't invent it, but I had to find these systems because as a kid, I had real problems. Like horse riding, for example. The teacher would say, "Left, Rufus," and I would go right, and then and they were like really bad, like. How do you say cattivo? Like bad, not bad teachers, but like strict teachers. Yes, very strict teachers, and yeah, it would hurt every time. I would go, I went right. Strict. So are you basing the width on the type of fonts or like on things like variable fonts?
No, on the type of fonts.
On the type of
so
fonts.
variable fonts is not included in this one, but could be a feature.
It could be in the next one.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you guys check out variable fonts? We have those
really
now
cool.
in Photoshop and Illustrator. And if you've got the latest versions of both of these programs, you can now test out variable fonts. A lot of font designers, not font designers, but let's say people I know who like care about fonts, like they were screaming their heads off when they saw that, oh, Adobe is allowing you to do like stretch fonts and do all that horrible stuff that we thought were lost in the 90s. Where there was like, there was applications just to do that, like to stretch fonts, which of course is a no. Don't stretch fonts. And the cool thing with variable fonts is that, no, it doesn't stretch fonts. It just chooses the right font for you inside of a much bigger font family. So basically, it's really the designer's intention, and it's not you who actually, you have the feeling that you're doing cool stuff with the font, but it's actually the designer who prepared a whole bunch of different varieties of the font for you to choose from. Pretty cool stuff. So variable fonts and also color fonts. Will we have a button to like find color fonts?
Sure.
In version 3.
In version 16? No, we can do that. Yeah. I'll just do a grid.
Yeah, I got real serious about not stretching fonts. Just don't do it.
Yeah, please don't do it.
Oh, Andrea said, I'm working on a client's design right this second where they stretched every line of text. Well, there's a special place in hell for this type of stuff. I think Dante wrote about that too. Thou shalt not stretch fonts.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. And Andrea has to fix it all. Well, you know, Andrea, please do fix it. Karma. That's all I can say. We have French humor going on there. How many minutes left for the challenge? Well, you have, oh, what? How, oh no, yeah, we have about 30 minutes left for the challenge. I will be looking at the challenges, submissions in exactly 36 minutes. About 40 minutes, okay. Oh, thank you, Lee. All right, here we go. It's the night shift. Before it was better because I had this big microphone I could take and say, it's the night shift. Live from Paris with Philip and Rufus.
So yeah, just need some suggestions for fonts I can use here.
Okay,
But
suggestions? All right, suggestions. Chat,
Like
suggestions for Philip.
they should be installed by default, or like on Typekit,
On Typekit, okay.
where I can sync them.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I will fill in some
So
of my
give
own
us some
fonts.
font ideas that you want to see there. Except Comic Sans and Lobster.
Yeah.
I don't want to see those two. And Papyrus. No. Oh, of course, the new Bauhaus fonts. Frank, how cunning.
Yeah, sure. That
Yeah.
they will be included. So this is just one script font to start.
Aki says Xants. Pedro says Din. And David goes back to work. But hey, don't shut us out.
But
You know, you can have us on on another screen. Don't leave just yet. Go to work, but just leave us on somewhere. We're good company. We're there. Always. Adobe Live. Almost 5 days a week now. And in German. Next week.
Nice.
Live auf Adobe Live. Live aus München. Dienstag bis Donnerstag. Which font is this script? You actually, yeah.
It's Hello Larry. It's a weird
Is it
name.
Hello
but-
Larry
but
or
it's called-
Larry?
Or it could be Larry too.
It has like one R.
It just
so
yeah.
It's like, oh.
You're right.
Okay. Oh, there's so many font suggestions here.
Yeah. Gilles Sans. Do you want to see Gilles Sans?
Gilles Sans? Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Let's do the Gilles Sans.
Oh, thank you, Pam. Learned so much with you guys live streaming while I work. That's great. That's a cool thing. Just leave it on. You know, I have a dream that Adobe Live is on always in every creative studio in the world. Always little screen somewhere with little two faces in the bottom here and cool stuff happening on the big screen.
Start. So what else fonts should I use?
The Bauhaus fonts.
The Bauhaus fonts, yeah. Yeah, I thought about using this one for the computer version, and the Typekit version there would choose Sans.
All right.
So we need some different fonts now.
Haha, Mel has 4 monitors, and Adobe is currently 1/4 of her workflow.
Futura is always a good choice. I've just read that.
What's the Hello Larry font? It's a font.
It's a font.
Is it a font that you can find on
Dafont, yeah.
And not on Typekit?
Not on Typekit, no. This is just your own computer installed fonts, and when we're doing the Typekit version, you will only get Typekit fonts.
You know, there's the good old Frutiger and Caslon.
Don't have Caslon.
You have Frutiger?
I have Dean.
Dean, okay. Copper plate. That's an old one too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, copper plate was so fashionable, but in 1989 maybe.
We should use it now.
Tim is playing with fire, as always.
Why would?
He's.
Oh no, not enough, sir.
That's right. Don't forget to check out the Hidden Treasures Design Challenge on. Is that the Hidden Treasures Design Challenge, like the real deal, or is this the design challenge that we have here on Adobe Live? Because we have 2 challenges going on. One to win today, and one that will take a little bit more time, where you can submit your challenge to the Adobe Hidden Treasures challenge. Accidents Grotesque. Okay, for the, I'm going to say the real deal, because maybe the real deal is what happens on Adobe Live. But there's 2 things happening, definitely. Looking at the lawyer always, just to make sure that I'm saying things right. No.
Basketball, okay. Basketball.
Trajan, that's like if you make a movie poster, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, in a world.
Yeah, in a world. Like
In a world where
fantasy,
Philip
medieval.
Trautmann uses XD.
I don't have it stored now. It's just. Oh,
Philip Trautmann. All set in Trajan. Gilbert, White Latin. Are you going through your font menus right now and saying,
So what else do you see there?
what font is that? LMAO?
I can try. No, it's not inside.
Yeah, no, we don't have that font. Sorry, Anita. No, sorry, Tina. Trajan color. That's right.
Calibri,
There's a color version of Trajan.
Don't have Calibri. What? Korea New.
Bodoni. Something like saying Bodini and Helvetica. Oh, Mohammed, yeah, sorry, yeah, you're correcting yourself. Yeah, so Bodoni and Helvetica. Courier New, that's like the default font.
Yeah, we gotta have this one too. because it's so default.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe one of mine again. You're making it worse.
I'm just trying to remedy my error. Sail, Futura, Oswald, Garamond, Minion Pro. Yeah, you know, Minion is one of my favorite serif fonts. Merryweather, never heard of that one.
I do actually.
Yes?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so
But
maybe it's on your machine.
I'm not having it installed, but I've heard of it.
Gaudi, that's also a classic.
Roboto maybe.
Okay, less than 30 minutes left for our Adobe Live Hidden Treasures Challenge. So submit, submit, submit. Hobo, Rococo. These are very obscure fonts. Rambla. Oh, okay, so Merryweather is one of the free Google fonts. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, I remember now.
That's right, Mohammed. If you're, there's a pretty good source of fonts right there. But remember that if you're a member of the Adobe Creative Cloud, you have access to all of the Typekit fonts, which are thousands. And for various types of use, for print, you can download them to your computer, you can use them on as web fonts. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do with Typekit fonts. So, and it's part of the Creative Cloud subscription. So many things people don't know they have when they subscribe to Creative Cloud. They think, okay, now I've got Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, everything I need to be a designer. But there's so much more.
That's true.
That's another thing that Scott Belsky talked about at the Yo-Yo Club today. Do you need other fonts? Or
No,
can we tell people to stop giving us fonts?
Oh yeah, can stop, sorry.
Yeah, you can stop.
I'm just, I think this is enough for us to see that there are different fonts in our grid.
It gives us like this idea that
right.
different things are happening.
Yeah. You would be able to scroll and there will be much more fonts, but that's just for today.
It's a prototype.
Yeah, right. So now I will create this page here.
Good for you, Mohammed. A member of Creative Cloud about 3 years now. Pretty cool. How long have you been a member of the Adobe Creative Cloud?
Since I've started my school, since I was in school like 5 years ago.
3 years ago? Okay.
So we all got it because it was a school which has that focus on graphic design. And so we all got to use the Creative Cloud. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, there's like Adobe has some really aggressive pricing for students in schools right now. It's, what is it? It's like, is it like $5? $5 a month? Yeah. Enough said. Yeah. Yep. So if you're a student or a school or a teacher, check it out. Yeah, Voodoo Val says it's pretty amazing, but I'd say even more. It's like totally awesome. Like what is this noise? Can you hear that? So do you feel I interrupt you too much, or
no?
Are we just good? Like, is
yeah,
this like
we're
a
good.
good balance?
It's okay.
Right. Okay.
Everything is fine.
So Philip right here is doing a prototype in XD, in Adobe XD, for an app that will be somehow connected to the desktop apps and where you can choose fonts very easily using your iPad. Okay, that's why he's working on that size and adding all the elements that are necessary. And basically it all started with a sketch here. I'm just going to show it to the camera. Here. Oh, where's the, there. That's the sketch, okay. And as you can see, there's pieces of the sketch missing. That's because I moved my fingers over the sketch and I erased stuff. But that's where the idea comes from.
So this will be like a text field for you to type in your own text.
Okay.
To show how it looks in the font. And we're now creating a button for you to apply it to the software you're currently using on your Mac.
Mm-hmm. Can you just go to adobehidden-treasures.com for a second?
Sure.
No, just one word.
Oh, okay.
adobehidden-treasures.com. That's a super long URL. I guess it was super easy to get. Nobody thought of Adobe Hidden Treasures before to get. All right, so if you, okay, first of all, that's where we have all the information about the Bauhaus Dessau project and the lost typography from the Bauhaus Masters. If you go down a little bit, there's the first two fonts from Jost Schmidt and Xanthi Szawinski. And if you go down a little bit more, stop, there you go. So now here, you can click in here and
just type something.
Type Philip,
all right.
for example.
Nice.
And check it out right away.
This one too. Nice.
Yep. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where you find all of the information about the fonts. If you go down a little bit more, design, share, win, that's the ongoing contest. Not the one we're doing here on Adobe Live. So the one we're doing on Adobe Live is on behance.net/live. Down below, on the right, contest. And there's going to be a winner today. And a little bit of history and typography that leaves a lasting imprint. Behind the project, that's Erik Spiekermann right there, who was here on the show just a few hours ago. How did that go? Anybody in the chat saw Erik before? I was at the yo-yo, so I wouldn't know, but I hope you had fun with Erik. Oh, more fonts to come. Yeah, that's also very important because we're starting with 2 fonts that we're making available on Typekit, but there's more fonts to come. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, check out, and there will be more contests, more projects, more everything Bauhaus.
Right.
From Bauhaus zum Meerhaus.
Okay, didn't heard that one before.
Ooh, Simon says Erik was a little bit sweary. Okay, Erik was lovely, so enthusiastic. Okay. Inspiring, it was nice, great. And it's also very great to see that many of you are here from the very beginning of the stream. So have you ever always used Adobe XD, or do you come from somewhere else?
I come from Illustrator.
Okay. Okay. So,
yeah.
oh, wow. Okay. So that was actually a very easy jump, right?
Yeah.
And
very
it was
easy jump.
A very welcome jump.
You can just copy everything, and just works together, and
great.
That's great. Yeah.
So you actually did your prototyping in Illustrator?
No, I found about XD about 2 years ago.
Oh, so you were in the early betas and stuff?
Yeah.
Like alphas?
I think so. I think it was very at the beginning.
Okay, that was very, very brave of you.
Because
bravo.
I wanted to try it out, and I thought it was so cool because it was so intuitive. Mm-hmm. You just knew where the tools are. I don't know if it's because I'm coming from Illustrator, but I just
it feels intuitive, and it
feels
Is it fast?
Yeah, it's very fast. It's great.
Yeah, I'm not saying it, he's saying it. I'm just asking questions. Harvey said, this is a good demo of XD.
Thank you.
Well, I don't call them demos. I like to call them like real world pros at work. I think what I really like about Adobe Live is this opportunity that everybody has to look over the shoulders of creative professionals and see how they use the software. Very rarely do I say, well, you know, there's an easier way to do that, and maybe, you know, if you did it that other way, it could, you know. No. We want to see how Philip works.
Yeah, there are many ways to achieve
exactly.
This kind of design, but yeah.
Oh, Benjamin, I'm sorry about that. Yes, there are, of course, there are some rules and regulations for the contest. Do we have rules and regulations for the Adobe Live contest? Like, do we exclude? No. No, okay. Yeah. So Adobe Live, please. When it comes to more complex contests, yes, it can become an issue. Looking at my lawyers again there? Yes. Okay. They're nodding.
Not us. So this will be an icon where you can get information about how many characters are in the font, and yeah, who designed the font, and yeah, something
like some extra information.
Extra information.
Okay,
yeah, right.
Okay, so when you design a font, do you? Okay, of course you design all the letters, uppercase, lowercase, punctuation, numbers. But do you do like alternate glyphs or ligatures?
I do ligatures a lot, but I didn't try to do alternates. But that's something I want to try out at some point. Yeah,
because that adds a lot of complexity to a font.
That's true.
The 2 months it usually takes you will become 6, right?
So.
15 minutes to the deadline. But don't worry, we're going to have other contests like this tomorrow. This is only day 1 of 3 days, all about the Hidden Treasures 2018, the Bauhaus Dessau. Oh, Tatiana says, I'm still studying, but I'm kind of working as a freelancer, and I'm definitely trying XD for layouts now. Yeah, I'm used to Illustrator. Yeah, and you know, I think like this also emerged in this conference that I was just at, is that designers are going to be required more and more to think about experiences, and that doesn't only mean experiences like, okay, now we're using XD to design an experience that's going to happen on an iPad. Okay, so that's one experience. We can design experiences that are on mobile devices, but you know, think of experiences also for gaming, for web design, for voice, which is becoming more and more important. You know, what is it you tell Siri? What is it you tell Alexa? What is it you tell these people when you want to interact with them? These are all interactions. This is really like an experience for the user. And as Scott Belsky mentioned, you know, sometimes the technology can be, you know, like if the user experience of a bad technology is good, the technology can actually work, you know? So it's all about the user experience, how the user can actually interact with the technology, how the user can interact with a service, a product. So I think we're going to be seeing more and more requests in the market for designers who have experience design in the back of their mind whenever they create. All right, I'm gonna, I just need to. Oh, Mel says, I would be very nervous designing for designers. We expect much. Are you still nervous? 1 hour
bit,
or
yeah.
more in?
No, I'm not just. I'm just.
You're
a little
starting
bit,
to relax, right?
Yeah, I'm relaxing.
You're
but
starting to think, whoa,
also a
this
little
is
bit
much
quiet.
easier than I thought. I stressed for the past week.
Yeah,
And I couldn't sleep at night.
I couldn't.
But hey,
hey,
being in Paris on Adobe Live is actually pretty cool.
it's pretty cool. Yeah. Sorry if I'm a little bit quiet here, but yeah, it's.
Well.
I enjoyed it.
That's creativity at work.
Yeah, that's true.
But, you know, he usually listens to music.
Yeah, that's right.
Is there background music here? Do we have background music? Okay, so that's awesome. Sorry, not the music you listen to, but
Yeah.
But we're gonna find out about the music you listen to on day 3. That's
All
when
right,
we
so I'm
get
looking forward to that.
personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And remember, we're on the night shift, so anything can happen.
Like what?
We have the logo here, the night shift. Karen says, don't be nervous, we won't bite. Well, even if you did,
Yeah.
it wouldn't really matter. You know?
I'm not scared of that, but thank you.
There's a camera there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of.
You won't bite either.
No.
That's good. Okay.
Well, you know, I could bite if you ask nicely. You know.
Oh no, please don't. So yeah, with this option, you will be able to scroll through all of the
okay.
the letters
Like-
to to get
Like a
a
slideshow.
really big close-up view to every letter, so that you can see its characteristics. Yeah.
All right, Tyrone, finally finished your submission. Great. Lee? Okay. Benjamin, which type are you guys? Trackpad, mouse, Wacom?
Trackpad. I would
Trackpad.
say,
Yeah, I do everything on my trackpad. People
Yeah.
think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Do people think you're crazy?
Yeah, people think
Yeah.
I'm crazy all the
Wow.
time. Yeah, high five.
I found a trackpad person. Nobody ever believes me. But yeah, you know, mouse is okay. That's the safe way to go. Wacom is, or like a tablet is super cool. I think it gives you a lot of the, the sense of, you know, using paper and a pencil. Aha, Voodoo Val, that's a rule. Yeah, you must submit a brand new entry if you're entering the challenge again. Duplicate entries will not be considered. Yes.
So if anyone is wondering what I'm doing here, this will be a slider to adjust the size of the font.
Okay.
While this will be a slider to adjust the line height, and this will be the slider to change the spacing.
Okay, cool.
And I'm not labeling these because I want the user to play with this, to explore this, paragraph.
I'm getting ready to review the challenge, so I'm working for you guys. It looks like I'm doing completely other stuff, like unrelated, but no. All right, I see a lot of submissions. Is there like a submission you guys came to where I have to pick up, or?
You see there is a kind of Adobe with the planets and stuff.
Okay.
Start.
I start after that.
No, yeah, everything.
Oh, everything after that. Okay.
From the top to the planets.
All right. Awesome. Okay. I'm learning here. I'm learning.
That's your first.
You know, I had to learn about the chat to win. Chat and win. Okay. See, I'm even learning the term. Okay, now yes, of course. Now everybody calls me Uncle Rufus, but I guess that's fine. Thank you, Lee. Oh, wow, Sammy, that's awesome. First time you get an email about an Adobe live stream and open it. So basically what you're telling us is that you got a whole bunch of those emails in the past, but you never opened them? And now you have no regrets? Am I reading that right? But thanks. I know you meant, I know what you mean. No regrets that you opened the email. Whoa, this got complicated very fast in my mind.
Yeah, this will be the second
screen.
Second screen. So I could do a night mode, which I thought was a nice idea.
Oh, yeah.
So if you click on it, everything will go dark.
Yes.
In this color scheme, and yeah. How long do I have?
Oh, we have about 3 minutes before we start looking at the challenges.
All right. Okay.
And you still have time. I have the page open, but I have been instructed to do a refresh just before I look at them. So we'll be ready. And I'm just going to ask my legal team here. So Philip selects a winner. Is that how it works? Okay.
Do I have to? No, I won't. Yeah.
I love it when other people have to select winners.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but you can't. You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do
Yeah.
anything about it. I can. What does Adobe CC, Adobe Creative Cloud, cost for students? Well, right now there's very aggressive pricing for students. And aggressive meaning super low. It means like it's what, around $5 a month. $5. Of course, you know, then there will be country, like always, like, oh, that's always prior to tax, but still, I mean, come on, $5. The other question related to what's, no, the chat and win is already over, my friend. That was 60 minutes ago. There will be more chat and win tomorrow. Actually, 3 more. And the day after tomorrow, another 3. So there's gonna be 6 more chat and win. Where? Is that up online? Yes, absolutely. So just you know, just look for a Creative Cloud student. Oh, there you go. Voodoo Val, thank you so much. Creative Cloud for Education. 20 a month. No, it's not 20 a month. It's 5 a month, Mel. Yeah, it's, like I said, we went aggressive. How many submissions can you submit before July 9th for the Bauhaus contest? So the one on the Hidden Treasures website. I think you can submit as many as you want. I don't think there's a limit for the Bauhaus contest.
Social one?
Yeah?
Yeah.
The social, you mean? Yeah, okay, yeah. So on both, practically. Okay, yeah.
I think the $5 for K-12.
Oh, K-12. The €5 K-12. Ah, okay. So yeah. So I don't know if there's any K-12 here in the chat. It's late in Europe because it's the night shift, but maybe in the US. K-12. K-12 is what? Kindergarten to 12 years old?
12th grade.
12th grade. Oh, and 18 is, oh, that's 12th grade. Okay, so high school. Okay. All right, check it out. All right. So, hey, ooh, wow. So, Voodoo Val, did we stop the submissions?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm going to refresh. Oh, well, we're going to have to go on your computer to look at them.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to dictate you the link.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if there's a...
You can go and insert this slide and we change that.
Okay, yeah. Okay, go open b.net. No, B like BE.
Oh, sorry.
.net/live. All right. Now something really weird is going to happen.
All right.
Because we're going to be seeing the video.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Oh, now it's going to go. Stop. Go right to challenge. And stop this. Okay. Perfect. And then you go here.
Here, this
click
link.
Blue
All right.
box. Okay. Awesome. And then view gallery. Perfect. And then, oh, you see, this means it stopped, okay? This means we're actually looking at the latest things. So we're gonna move down all the way to here. Oh, where's the other one? More?
I have a lot. See here?
Ah. Oh, wow, there's a lot of submissions in the last few minutes.
No, I've seen this once. So
Yeah.
you missed it.
Ah, there it is.
Here it is.
There it
So
is.
it's
Okay, so we start
starts
here.
and you go out.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
So, Philip, just so you know, I'm just going to go through to the challenge. Just a second here, and so basically, what we are asking people to do is to download the Bauhaus fonts, of course. And there's a link there. And then using any Adobe app to create a digital logo in the Bauhaus style with one or more of the fonts provided, okay? And when your logo design is complete, share it with us using that link. And that's why we find them there, all right? And get a chance to have your work featured. Yes, they're already featured. And this week, you can have the opportunity to participate in 2 challenges at once. Yep, because we can, if you don't win here on the Philip challenge, because this is what it is now, you know, it's in your hands.
Nice.
You can try to submit it to the Hidden Treasures challenge too. Is there any information about the prize? For us, it's Creative Cloud. What? 1 year of Adobe Creative Cloud. Okay. Whoa, the legal team just is nodding. Okay, so you're gonna be deciding, like I'm putting so much weight on your shoulders,
Yeah,
man. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's look
Anyway,
let's look at the submissions.
All right.
All right,
So, yeah.
that's Melinda Schultz. Maybe you can
Some
like
different shapes
browse
there.
through like all of them and like
Yeah.
ah.
Oh, nice. Some outlines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What does it say?
I think it says
Omnia.
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 Omnia. Yeah.
Benoit Perret. Interesting use of the font.
Yeah, I think I like this combination between the filled and the outline.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Omnia IA.
Oh,
Intelligence artificielle.
okay.
Maybe.
Oh, he combined the both fonts.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
The
Always-
angry duck. Oh, yeah, I can see the duck.
I think it's always great if
Somebody
you are,
from the legal team is like, it's a rabbit.
I think I like the combination. I like there are 2 different styles and there's a good contrast between them. Also like the gold. Oh, this is crazy. I like this. Yeah, I like the color scheme and how they are morphing into each other. It's cool. Blue Lounge.
Yeah, like create a digital logo in the Bauhaus style with one or more of the fonts provided. Yeah. So let's always remember that when you will be choosing, like,
All right.
in the Bauhaus
Yeah,
style. Okay, like
Bauhaus.
in the.
So-
I mean, did you study? Like, I know you
Yeah, we had that in school. Yeah.
had that in school.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this
Okay.
looks retro.
Looks vintage, retro. Not
yeah.
necessarily Bauhaus. I'm
No.
sorry to say.
Yeah, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
This
Ooh.
looks very nice. This is also with the shapes and everything looks like Bauhaus for me a little bit. This also looks cool. It doesn't look like Bauhaus, but
But it looks
it
awesome.
looks
It looks
awesome.
super cool.
Yeah.
It looks like very
So
contemporary.
I can't choose something like this because it's not in the Bauhaus style, or
Well, let's just remember the rules.
okay.
You know, there are rules.
There was okay.
Yeah. And we will apply the
Oh.
rules.
Also an app logo. Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's like this big problem in Germany, right? Because there is a company called Bauhaus where you can it's like a DIY
Yeah.
thing where you can go like buy timber and nails and hammers and
Yeah.
chainsaws and whatever to build stuff. The
Yeah.
Bauhaus. And I know there's a little story between the Bauhaus Dessau and the Bauhaus company that, no, I have the name, no, I have the name. So I think there's still, I don't know if it's still going on or if somebody could
Yeah.
trademark the name Bauhaus.
I always wondered about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trump. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting. This looks cool.
Oh,
awesome.
good.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really in the Bauhaus style, but I really
Yeah.
think it's a great
Using the
idea
letters.
to play with the letter like that.
Mhm.
It's nice. Yeah. Bauhaus. Yeah.
What is this? Can you make the shape out? Bauhaus.
Bauhaus.
Bowie? Bowie
So-
house? What is?
This is maybe an exclamation point or something? No.
Oh.
Exclamation mark?
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's hear in the chat, Denise.
Denise, what is this?
What is this object on the right?
But I think it's cool to see like how similar those two word parts are.
Yeah.
So she tried to
Oh, yeah.
focus on that, I think. Oh, this
Chevron.
looks really cool.
All right.
I like this one. Yeah, test something 3D, but also minimalistic.
Oh, and I think it also.
Oh, it is the shape of the
building, right?
Yeah, of the Dessau Bauhaus. Yeah,
Ah, interesting.
nice.
Hey, I don't want to influence him.
Yeah.
I should just shut up,
You just did.
drink my water.
This also looks cool. It's a cool color scheme. Yeah, this looks more modern actually, but
Is it using the fonts? It's using one of the fonts. Yeah.
it's partly, I would say,
Yeah.
but it's cool to see what you can do from parts of the font, and it looks like a logo. Yeah. Form and function. Nice. With the end, with the ampersand.
Form and function. Form follows function. Right? That's the right
That's
thing.
the right thing,
Yeah.
yeah. Infinity.
Deconstructing the letter.
Yeah. Like building something with the Bauhaus, that's a cool idea. Oh, this is... What is it? Oh, a pelican. Okay, all right. So, nice, yeah. If you see it, can you see it?
I can see the.
Yeah.
I'm just saying as little as possible. I don't want to influence.
Oh no, just
I don't want to influence Philip here.
give me some help. Okay, all right. I like the colors and what you have done with the font, so that you played with the shapes, which basically is, Bauhaus is all about. Yeah, that's also cool. But
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
'Cause you can do this with the A and the U. It's just
Yeah.
doubled.
Yeah. Bauhaus.
Bauhaus.
Yeah. Bauhaus.
Yeah. I like this one.
But you know what? In a logo, I'm always looking at the shapes it creates.
Yeah.
Like, what shape does it? Okay, I understand. You know, the B, A, R, U.
Yeah.
But it also has like this shape.
Yeah, like-
and my mind is trying to find out what is it.
Like
What is that
like
shape?
a stair or something, like a building, maybe. I don't know. This is also nice with the different gradients, but I don't know. Did they use gradients back then with Bauhaus
Well-
design? So, I mean, it looks cool, but it's more like a modern thing with Instagram and it's, interesting colors. Hey. It also looks like a little bit like Instagram colors with the gradient.
Ah, yeah, the gradient
But-
there. Yeah.
Yeah, but it also looks cool. But yeah. Okay, so that's not the fun.
That's a joke from the legal team over there.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I saw him walk out of the room, and I guess he wanted to document it. Thank
Nice.
God he only documented the
So
the
can I
door.
pick this one right away? Slide. All right. Oh, there's a lot of things happening.
Yeah, I like how, I know everybody's like playing with the shapes of,
Yeah.
of the letter forms, especially the stencil one, I realized. And it's kind of cool, you know.
Yeah.
This also makes a shape. See like a little Loch Ness Nessie or something.
Yeah. I also like the idea that you can play with the shapes because,
Yeah.
yeah, this is really what makes this font so
Yeah.
unique. Yeah. This also. This is cool, but I think I would have chosen another
Color?
color for a better contrast.
Remember, I think one very important thing in design is whenever you look at your logo or your layout, always squint. And if you can't read it, then we have a problem. So the squinting technique. Do you squint? Do you do that?
Maybe sometimes, but I think I figured it out to avoid these squinting.
Yeah?
So
Okay. I always
just
squint. That's like the
mentally,
the
I'm
test.
always squinting.
Oh,
but-
mentally you're
but
squinting. Ooh,
like
wow.
physically,
This is-
I don't know.
Germans
Mentally,
can
yeah.
mentally squint.
Yeah,
like
that's a special
fake
skill.
squinting.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
the Bauhaus.
But it's kind of cool, like how to see the fonts being used again, you know. And this is the really the spirit behind this Hidden Treasures project of this year. Is really like to see what happens, you know, with these fonts that were discovered, you know, from sketches from like almost 100 years ago,
Yeah.
and how they can, you know, come to life again. I'm actually excited. Yeah,
Yeah.
Miguel, what's this? Oh, the Bauhaus. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Two little variations.
It's so why
Oh,
is it
this-
so small?
Yeah. What is so? Well,
It's a bad.
we have to use our imagination. But Miguel, like probably no, probably.
Okay.
Let's not penalize Miguel for the
Yeah.
small image.
I mean, it looks, yeah, look like this, like a stair or something. Like, yeah, nice. Taupe.
Tyler. Okay. Tulip with flower delivery. Okay.
Weimar, of course. It's an interesting choice of putting the letters in the yeah, vertically order. Bird brain, yeah. You can see the bird. Can create so many things out of this
Right?
font. That's
Yeah.
very impressive.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay. So this means it's over? Or?
It's over. So basically, what I suggest we do now is
Yeah.
is like, since we've all seen them big now,
Yeah.
you know, we can,
Just go to them.
yeah. Oh, and it stops here. All right.
All right.
Remember, we're looking for. Oh, the challenge tab is gone. Okay.
Okay.
Just looking in the true Bauhaus style.
The true
All right,
Bauhaus
so
style.
Remember your design classes
Yeah.
and.
I'm not sure if this is full Bauhaus. What would you say?
Which one?
Is this full Bauhaus? It is Bauhaus with the shapes
Yeah.
and the colors, but it somehow reminds me of something different.
Yeah, it's like Mondrian kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
Mondrian,
yeah.
And I'm unsure that the lines. Like now we're becoming like super like critical.
Yeah.
Like,
I like
we need
it.
to find a
I
winner.
really like
Hey,
it.
somebody's gonna win a Creative Cloud right now.
Yeah.
So we have to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I see what you mean, but you know, also these lines that go through the words, they're not very, you know, constructivistic.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
So I really like that
It's
one.
steel, yeah. Oh, Claire Cross, very good, yeah.
Yeah.
Steel, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Dutch.
So I will take this in my selection.
Okay. Oh, Siobhan says, not everyone knows the Bauhaus style well enough. It's a lot to ask.
Yeah. that's
Well,
true. I mean,
what
yeah.
I would have done if I had no idea what the Bauhaus was is just Google Bauhaus and show images and like try to suss it out from there. But yeah, right. You know, not everybody has studied you know, the Bauhaus and things like that. But you know, you can get the gist.
I also like the form and function design because it somehow combines these Fs with the ampersand. So
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
a cool
Yeah.
thing actually. So this is in my selection as well, of course.
Yes, of course. The Michael
course.
Shea's piece of art there.
Yeah. It's not that easy.
It's not easy. It's not
It's
easy,
not that
Philip.
easy. Yeah.
But you know, and I never told you it was going to be easy.
Yeah. What's your favorite?
No, I'm not going to express myself because otherwise they said Adobe skewed it. No.
Oh,
So
okay, all right.
maybe you know sometimes the chat is very fair.
All right.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Michael, okay.
Yeah, there's these people with like a little check. I think I can block them, like Michael Lee and what?
Circular mustache Bauhaus, yeah.
What about form and
It
function?
looks-
Anita Lima says that. Yeah, form
Yeah,
and function
form and
was
function.
one of that.
Yeah, that
you-
was one
that
of
you liked.
mine. Yeah. Can we do two winners?
No, we can't do two winners. Nope.
All right. Yeah, I like form and function. It has like really, yeah, a connection to the Bauhaus, but this also has a connection with
No.
really.
You know, I'm known as a very generous person, and I've slipped many times into the two winner thing, but not on the first day. Like maybe on day 2 or day 3. So
Red lines, yeah. It's also
I
nice.
thought
You're
form
right.
and function was a repeat. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to the mods to check that.
Oh, it was? Okay. Bauhaus Brewery? What was the brewery?
Is it a repeat? Okay. No. All right. Ah, yeah. Okay. No.
Do you know which one the Bauhaus Brewery was?
The Bauhaus Brewery is probably the one that.
Oh, this one. Yeah, it looks
Ah.
nice too. But it's, yeah. If I have to like, yeah, weigh the, yeah, how close it comes to the Bauhaus style, I don't know if that comes close. It plays with the different shapes, but it's more like a stripe design.
And the Bauhaus in red, blue, and yellow seems to me the only one representing the Bauhaus style.
So this one, right?
No, well, now, okay, now I'm gonna do a countdown. Philip, you're taking
Yeah.
much too long to
Okay, sorry.
decide, and
So I can decide between this one. This is not like this is not out of the game, or is it?
what? You can decide.
Is it not a repeat or something?
Oh, so it's not a repeat. It's like a
can
it's
choo- I
like a
could-
progression. It's what?
Iteration.
Iteration. It's an iteration. Okay. And remember, this is not the last time. Tomorrow we'll start again, and you're gonna have 3 more opportunities tomorrow to win, and another 3 of the day after on Thursday. So don't give up hope.
So yeah,
Somebody here, like, will win.
I've made up my mind.
Okay. Bing. All right.
This one.
Click.
Click it. Yeah.
So the winner for today is Siobhan Fraser. There you go. Come on, can we hear it for Siobhan? Okay, Siobhan. Great stuff.
Yeah, but
great
there
stuff.
were a lot of great stuff.
1 year subscription to Adobe Creative Cloud, right there.
Nice.
That's what you get for participating. And remember that those of you who didn't win today or won't win tomorrow or after tomorrow, you know, consider putting your logos into the Hidden Treasures contest. You know, there's like the, what is it called? Double dipping? Is that the American way? Like, yeah. No, there is a word for it. Okay. All right. All right. Awesome. So, Philip, we just have a few more seconds. Can we just go back to your project?
Yeah, sure.
And
of course.
and just you know, just wrap it up and say what we did today and what you plan to do tomorrow.
So we created the main page where you can scroll through all of your fonts. We created a page which comes when you click on a particular font. And we also created a dark mode so that you can see your font in a negative.
And the dark mode was like super fast to create. You know, I
Yeah.
didn't even see you create it.
Yeah,
I probably
it was
was
like
busy
2
like
minutes.
doing stuff like that. Okay,
Yeah.
like okay,
because
super fast.
I already got all the colors here in my assets, and I just had to decide really quick which color I'm like exchanging with the light color, and yeah.
Yeah, and Philip is so relaxed now after 2 hours here on Adobe Live.
Yeah,
But
thank you.
for today, it's over. We're live from Paris on the night shift. And tomorrow, of course, the Adobe Live will continue with Caterina Bianchini, with Jeroen Krilars, and Philip Trautmann again. So make sure to tune in. If you don't know the times, go to behance.net/live and find out the time in your zones. Okay, so good night, good morning, good afternoon to everyone, and see you tomorrow. Bye.
See ya.
Thank you,
Bye.
Philip.
Thank you. Thanks.